In a fiery and contentious press conference on Thursday, Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth lashed out at the media over their coverage of the recent US bombing campaign on Iran and singled out a surprising target: one of his former Fox News colleagues, Jennifer Griffin. Hegseth appeared alongside Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff Dan Kane to address reports, first published by CNN, suggesting that the US strikes had only temporarily set back Iran's nuclear capabilities, potentially by just a few months. That report was based on an initial assessment by the Defense Intelligence Agency, which was labeled with low confidence. A point not lost on seasoned Pentagon reporter Jennifer Griffin, who covered it with that caveat included. But when Griffin questioned Hegseth about intelligence regarding highly enriched uranium possibly being moved before the strike, things turned personal. "Of course, we're watching every single aspect," Hegseth replied. "But Jennifer, you've been about the worst. The one who misrepresents the most intentionally what the president says." Griffin, refusing to back down, defended her record, stating, "I was the first to describe the B-2 bombers, the refueling the entire mission, with great accuracy. So I take great issue with that." The clash drew immediate reaction. Fox News senior analyst Bret came to Griffin's defense on air, saying, "Her professionalism, her knowledge, her experience at the Pentagon is unmatched. The attack on her was unfair." Hegseth, a former Fox and Friends weekend host before joining the administration, has long worn his media skepticism on his sleeve. At the press conference, he blasted the press, claiming that leaks about the strike's effectiveness were part of a deliberate effort to undermine the mission and discredit President Trump. "You cheer against Trump so hard, in your DNA, in your blood, that you have to cheer against the efficacy of these strikes," Hegseth said. "How about we take a beat, recognize at first the success of our warriors, hold them up, tell their stories, wave an American flag, be proud of what we accomplished." While President Trump has called the strikes a total obliteration of Iran's nuclear sites, intelligence agencies and analysts are still evaluating the full scope and impact of the mission. As the debate continues between journalists, officials, and intelligence insiders, one thing remains clear. Tensions aren't just rising abroad. They're escalating here at home between the Pentagon and the press. Subscribe to our channel for the latest updates on this developing story and more breaking news from around the world.